I'm going for a dinghy ride in between the swamp.
Heading to Charleston! Head in town and go explore. City market in Charleston just never ends. We're gonna be waiting for 3.5 hours for the bridge to open. So we just missed it. Driving along the ICW again, every day, same thing. First time wearing a bikini since the Erie Canal. Tide here is like 8 to 9 feet. I think we're gonna make it all the way to Beaufort. I think we might be sitting on the bottom. It's not fair, I don't see with my eye. What are we doing?
I'm going for a dinghy ride in between the swamp.
Sunrise! It's quite exciting. We are heading to Charleston. So we're gonna go drop the hook over there. Hopefully we won't get the anchor caught on something. Found an anchorage that seems a little better with less stuff on the bottom. And then we'll head in town and go explore and either spend the night there or carry on. Depends how much we like the town.
Look like there's some pretty rough looking boats.
What did we find?
Clementine tree maybe? It's hard to say.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It's getting so warm now, I love it.
And I hired a guy that's what he did. That guy wasn't there.
The four of us were craving some fish and chips, and apparently the Griffon had the best ones in Charleston. And we were not disappointed. Even the look of the place was unique, with dollar bills plastered all around the entire place.
Well, the city market in Charleston just never ends. It keeps on going. We're in one building, out into the street, and then there's the next building that starts again. So that's number 3 up ahead. Well, this is a bit of a shitty deal. We just pulled off anchor where we had the steady anchor just off of Charleston, and the bridge over there closes at 3:30 for rush hour. I guess we're gonna be waiting for 3.5 hours for the bridge to open. So Scott and Tobi dropped the hook and we just rafted up with them. And maybe we'll have a little supper before we keep on going because it doesn't open until 7 o'clock. Which we thought it closed at 4, but closed at 3:30, so we just missed it by like 15 minutes. Such a shame. Anyways, it's kind of nice. We're just getting a little bit rocked by the wakes. But it could be a worse place, right?
So had it been good hole, you think you still would have?
Next time you're in somewhere where the tide is going to shift. So I was just looking at the current for tomorrow. So it seems like leaving here, we end up with about up to 3.5 or 3.1 knots of current at 12:30. So we want to leave really early. And then as we get further down, it's gonna like mellow out a little bit. So maybe like 1 knot against us. But if we do get stuck in some, 2 to 3 knot current, we're probably just gonna pull over and wait it out because it's just, you'll be losing too much speed to make it really worth it. So I think that's the plan for tomorrow, but I think we might not even need to slow down we might not even need to throw an anchor out because further down it's a lot less current. And I think that's because we're just like right beside an entrance to the ocean. So I guess all the water's flowing in and out a little bit faster here than it is further down the ICW. Gotta calculate everything, it seems like. Not just pay attention to tide heights, but also the current direction and the current force. Oh, and we also should pay attention to bridges because that's why we're here right now waiting for this bridge to open at 7 o'clock. So we can get on the other side of it so that tomorrow we don't get stuck with the closure from 7 to 9:30 or something it is.
Good. We are driving along the ICW again, every day, same thing. Wake up in the morning, watch a beautiful sunrise, and get motoring. Actually, yesterday was kind of exciting because we didn't explore Charleston, but today we're trying to cover a little bit more ground because yesterday we did like 9 miles, that's it.
Look at this epic meal Alex just made. Yum. I'm excited.
And he's ketchup.
Oh, I'm ruining it. filling us up on the go.
On the go fill up. Don't need to pull off anywhere. Just need one of those little shaky thingies and you pour it into your gas tanks.
How's it feel?
Oh gosh, this feels so good. First time wearing a bikini since the Erie Canal, like 2 months ago. Ridiculous, but this is nice. We're getting south. Actually, we're getting closer and closer to Georgia. Should be there in like 3 days, maybe, not even. Kind of depends how many places we stop at. And there's a shoal coming up or something. Well, we didn't plan to do such a long day, but we've been trying to go in some of the anchorages that we wanted to go. But the tide here is like 8 to 9 feet, and it's way too shallow for us to make it in. Like, you're just looking at all the houses and they all have those little walkways to the water, and it's like way down on the mud. There's no more water. So I think we're gonna make it all the way to Beaufort today, which is a good like 57, 60 miles. Crazy. And we started around, what was it, 6:30 this morning, I believe. So I think we're gonna show up right after sunset. Oh well, at least we're doing 7 knots now. We don't have the 2 knots currents against us anymore. That's deep, eh?
Yeah, it's shallow here.
I think we might be sitting on the bottom, but we're at the mean low tide. It can't go any lower, hopefully. Well, according to the charts, it shouldn't. But cheers to an awesome day. We did 57 miles today and just a little over 10 hours. Mainly motoring, but we did get about 3 hours of sailing, so that was fun. And we're in Beaufort, and tomorrow is exploration time.